But family, this is breaking news out of Atlanta, Georgia. Nature Boy, aka Elijah Bishop, aka Nature Boy, has been found guilty on all charges. It's a real nigga moment.
Count 1 was a jury. Count 1 right. Guilty. And count 2, false imprisonment. Guilty. Count 3, prohibition on user sexually explicit electronic transmissions. Guilty. Count 4, prohibition on user sexually explicit electronic transmissions. Guilty.
I never did want to take no money from nobody. That was not my goal. When I started Save Key 4.
Listen, the people that I inbox that are on the committee, I really want you to listen to this to see if there are any questions that you might have from this. This is the reason why we're listening to this, all right? So if there's any questions that come across, I want you to write them down or put them in your phone, all right? So when we gather tomorrow, y'all have them.
19. For the people that don't know, the reason why I did it
What up, Riley?
was because a lot of things weren't being taken care of that I feel like was in the interest of my brother. So I took it upon myself to initially start a GoFundMe. Right? Somebody shut it down. Everybody know that situation, but initially that's how I started it, just for accountability and the fact that there was things that were not being taken care of by the proceeds that were coming from, that was going to the other Cash App. Right? So I took off work and I said, okay, well, then I'm going to start Save Key 419, which is the Cash App
DJ.
That
Good morning, Nony.
People can donate to, and I can make sure that the money is going where it need to go. Initially, I wanted to take the money and pay off some of these things that was going in arrears. I didn't know any of the bills. I didn't know what was going on with Keith's bills, but I knew that people were saying that it was behind, and I wanted to make sure that after all the stuff that was going on, that my brother could come back to something. He lost his car, he lost his Sprinter van, he lost a lot of things, and of course, I saw Keith getting better, and I said, well, damn, he might be getting better. And I don't know what's going on with the situation. Shay gone, Ghost gone, everybody gone. I'm just going to take the initiative and go ahead and say that if people want to know where this money is going, I'm going to put my life on the line, which I knew I would be, because when you deal with money, a lot of people, when you deal with money, things get funny. That's my whole philosophy. So I said, okay, it don't matter. I'm going to go out here and do what I can do for my brother. Make sure some of his stuff getting paid. Then I found out the girls didn't have.
All right, so I'm going to pause it real quick. What's up, Storyline? So a little bit of what I heard. Now, y'all are in the breakdown, so I'm going to break it down the way I hear him and what I hear him saying, okay? I don't know what other broadcasters are saying, and I don't give a fuck about what they're saying. This is the breakdown. So, good morning, Riley. So I break it down in what I hear him saying in the terms of the way I hear it, okay? You can agree, you can disagree. I don't give a fuck. Listen, admins, if I speak to a motherfucker and they don't speak to me in the first 5 minutes, I need you to fly them the fuck up out the door. If you have the block option, I need you to go ahead and block them, because that's what you're not going to do. You're going to speak to me. If I done spoke to you, don't try to slip in here and act like you ain't in here, okay? We ain't doing that. All right? New month, new year, rules is in effect. Good morning. That shit rude, especially if I'm speaking to you. If you ain't supposed to be here, then go to the window. What I might start doing is calling y'all out in this motherfucking list like I used to do, call y'all names out so a motherfucker know you here, because I know that's what y'all be on. Anywho, let me continue with what I just said. What I hear him saying, what up, Bossy Red, is that basically when he first started out, all right, he didn't want any type of proceeds, no cash app, no nothing. But because he saw Keith had lost a lot of stuff, his car, his taxes were due, his light bill was due. There were things that were racking up on Keith as he was in his illness. So when he thought that he seen Keith getting better, he thought he was progressing. He said, man, my brother can't come out here to nothing. So I'm going to take the initiative and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to get some funds so I can help him, because I don't know where everybody else is at. Okay, because everybody else done been alienated away from him. So let me go ahead and be his big bro and get some money calculating, get money started so I can pay some of this shit. So when he come out, he don't have a great big debt. Understand? That's what I heard him say. Now I can't vouch for everybody else, but that's what I heard him say. It's clear. That's just like if a motherfucker go to prison and they do time in prison and they lose everything in prison and they got a brother that's out on the street. You've seen it in the movie several times. The brother or the boy or whoever, they give them some money so they can get back on their feet. They buy them an outfit. They buy them shoes. They get them back on their feet. That's what Kevin was trying to do for Keith. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see shit wrong with it. Because remember, he's supposed to be the brother that didn't like his brother and they was into it and this, that, and the third. But because the man want to do something noble, y'all always got something to say. Y'all think it's about money. But what's funny to me is this. If he couldn't start Say Keith 419, what's up, Keep You Hoes, man? Why the fuck could they start past the P81? Wasn't that about money? Still to this day, you still ain't seen no benefits of where that money went to. But you sure seen a ledger of where Kevin's money went to. But let's continue. I digress, bitch.
Cell phones. We didn't know where they were. And thank
What up, his man?
God that my daughter had played on the basketball team and my wife went to the game and she saw Gabby. I think it was Gabby. And she asked about her dad. She wasn't able to see her. She was guaranteed, her and her sister was guaranteed some money every month. They wasn't getting the money. So they was kind of shabby. And anybody that know Keith, he always makes sure his stuff is up to par. So instantly I said, I got to do something. I decided to go and started Cash App because they shut down the GoFundMe, which I wanted everybody to see what people was donating. I myself am not just a person that's just receiving money, right, from other people. I myself donated. I donated too. Right?
Ugly
so I wasn't just receiving money. I was donating myself as much as I could. I have a family.
Hey, Abyss.
I have a wife. I have responsibilities, duties, and obligations. And at the same time, I felt indebted to make sure that my brother is going to be taken care of. So I started the Save Key 419. So initially when I started it, I was told that no bills was going to be sent to me. So I went and talked to Shay and I asked Shay, okay, well, what do you need? I asked her about the taxes because I had heard that from one of the broadcasters. And I said, is that a high priority? She said, no, that's not high priority. But the water is. I said, so what's going on with the water? She said, we making payment plans on the water. I said, you making payment plans? I said, let me see how much, what you got on it. I looked at Save Key 419 and the proceeds that was coming to Save Key 419. Then I looked at the bills. I said, give me the bills. I'll take care of it. Paid it off. The Save Key 419 on the water, as in what? On the water bill. He had water bills at both his properties. My brother owns properties in Toledo, Ohio. The water bills were behind excessively, up to about $2,500. The person who was taking care of it was paying monthly payments were agreed upon by her and the water company. So I told her to give me the bills. I'll take care of them with the proceeds from the Save Key 419, which that's what I did. After it was told to me that I wouldn't receive no bills, nobody was gonna work with me, I said, okay, well, if anybody else donates, I'm gonna make sure his kids get them. And I made sure his kids got it. Okay. Whatever that people donated, I made sure it went to his kids. With Save Key 419, we was able to secure braces for one of his daughters, cell phones for two of his daughters, a $500 cash to his oldest daughter, as well as extra money for Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas, but I took it upon myself to give it, because that's what give each of his kids that I knew and that I had corresponded with their mother to some degree. I just sent them the money. So I figured, after I had talked to the girls and I found out their living situation, I found out what was going on with them, that, okay, well, I'm just going to take some of the money, whatever they need. I'm just going to make sure they get whatever they want, whatever they need. Because that's, anybody that know my brother, I don't think he's ever said no to his kids. And I'm finding that out in so many ways.
Good morning. Because
I've gotten frivolous calls for frivolous things. And if the money is available, I just go ahead and just send it. Send it. What do you want? Send it, send it, send it. So I'm doing it all in honor of what this man has done, right? And I guess that's the relationship that he had with his kids. Now, me, myself.
My holiday, please, all your questions, the people that are in the committee, just write them down as I'm doing right now. I'm writing down things over here as I'm listening. So just write it down so that you'll have it. Put it in your phone or whatever. Just write it down. Okay?
I don't give my kids indiscriminately. But they're just my nieces and nephews. And I guess that's how they dealt with their dad. Okay? And I'm not going to step on that.
Send them.
Yes, keep kept up with his babies, and what you doing is lovely. I appreciate that, Jasmine. Yeah, so I made sure if they called me for insignificant things, no matter what it was, I would do it. Once I found out about the living conditions of two of the children, I started looking a little bit deep into that. What's up, 305? I started looking into it. Thank you. A little bit deeper. I sat down and talked to my wife. I said, we got to do something about these girls. I said, this is at risk, some of the stuff that they're doing. Of course, they came over to my house a couple of times. They spent the night first. And then I decided to sit down with them after I came home from work and give them the X's and O's of what I expected from them. And because...
All right, so I'm going to back that up, because that was one of the things that I heard somebody comment on. And I think that you overheard what he said. I think that you were trying to look so much into what he was saying that you missed what he said. He wasn't saying that they were at risk there with him. He was saying their living conditions, whatever their living conditions were, what they were doing in their living conditions, they were at risk. So that's why he sat down with his wife to discuss what they were going to do for them so that they could get them out of that living condition. What up, Red Love? I'm going to back it up because sometimes y'all be trying to break down shit, or y'all be trying to like talk about shit and y'all be missing shit. Y'all don't listen. Y'all just speak without listening. I listen. So let me motherfucking back it up. Good morning, everybody. Can y'all tap the screenshot aloud? Send a bean, don't be mean. Can we please get to the 4-star? I appreciate it.
I said, we got to do something about these girls. I said, this is at risk. Some of the stuff that they're doing. Of course, they came over to my house a couple of times. I said,
Nony, back it up.
Children, I would do it. Once I found out about the living conditions of 2 of the children.
Once I found out the living conditions of 2 of the children, I went and talked to my wife and I said, we got to do something because they was at risk. He didn't say they was at risk in his home. He said wherever they were living. What's up, Butterfly? What up, lovable woman? Whatever they was doing prior to coming to spending the night with him, prior to coming to for him and his wife saving them or helping them, they were at risk wherever they were at. What up, Cash? Can everybody hear me? Put an A in the comments. Now I'm gonna back it up one more time.
Now, me, myself, I don't give my kids indiscriminately, but they're just my nieces and nephews, and I guess that's how they dealt with their dad. Okay, and I'm not gonna step on that.
Hey, pretty Missy.
Yes, keep kept up with his babies, and what you doing is lovely. I appreciate that, Jasmine. Yeah, so I made sure if they called me for insignificant things, no matter what it was, I would do it. Once I found out about the living conditions of 2 of the children, I started looking a little bit deep into that. What's up, 305? I started looking into it. Thank you.
Hey, drop
a little bit deeper. I sat down and talked to my wife. I said, we got to do something about these girls. I said, this is at risk. Some of the stuff that they're doing. Of course, they came over to my house a couple of times. They spent the night first. And then I decided to sit down with them after I came home from work and give them the X's and O's of what I expected from them. And because I always do that with all the kids, even my kids, I got my kids here, and I always tell them, listen, you're not forced to be here. You have an option.
Hey, Jess.
You have another parent. And I understand something about blended families. I gave them statistics on blended families and how difficult it is to navigate these things. And I broke it down in layman's terms so that they can understand it. So my philosophy is always, we're not going to force you to do anything that you don't want to do. But we need absolute cooperation in everything that we're trying to do here. Okay? This is not your biological mother, but this is the mother of the home. I may not be your biological father, but I'm the father of the home. So everything that we're doing, it has to be based on respect. From my 2-year-old all the way up, even though my 2-year-old can't talk, everybody in my home can call a family meeting.
So let me pause because I'm really like agitated. I'm covering this, but this is like I'm agitated with the messages and shit that I got of people speaking badly on this, and I clearly hear this man saying, "What up, little mama?" Basically, yeah, I told the girls they could come live here. But at the end of the day, I'm not your mama. I mean, that's not your mama. I'm not your daddy. I'm just your uncle, and that's your auntie by marriage. But there are rules in my home. There are rules for my children, and there will also be rules for you. This is what I expect. This is what I expect for you to do. And if you can't abide by those rules, then you don't have to be here. You can go on and live at the next place. All right? That's basically what he's saying. Good morning, y'all. And I don't know no parent that is parenting that don't do that. I don't know no parent that don't put down ground rules for their children unless you just let your children run astray and let them do what the fuck they want to do and you don't have no ground rules. I don't see shit wrong with this, but we're going to continue because I'm trying to figure out why the outpours of messages and emails that I got because it's clear. It ain't no in between. It's clear as fuck. He's basically saying, "What up, light skin these knees or whatever your name is. I don't know. Let's skin these knees." It's clear. That's all that man was saying. The man saying basically there are ground rules. All right. That's it. Good morning. I fucked your name all the way up. It's rules. Period. What's up, Rose Allen? That's all I hear him saying. I don't get. And then I heard certain things. Who was in the queue already, bro? Messy Steph, you didn't even.
Well, I didn't want to type it in here this morning, so I just wanted to say good morning to you, Shantae.
Good
And
morning.
if you can put up your Cash App for me, please, I'd appreciate that, and I'll let you get down.
They let me get down. You sound like you still asleep.
Yeah,
Let you get down.
I am. So
And everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. What up, me? Good morning. Good morning. It is Queen of Breakdowns 15. If somebody could type that for her, I appreciate it. I accept all blessings. I don't ask for them, but I accept them. I appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna continue on. I need y'all to tap the screen. Y'all, I need for y'all to send exclusives or send some beans, please and thank you. We're stuck at this third star and we shouldn't be. That shouldn't be. Can we please move on, please and thank you? I need some momentum in the room. Hello? Queen of Breakdowns 15. Can one of my admins please type that for her? What up, Wildface? Queen of Breakdowns 15. All right, let's continue.
At any time. I told the kids there's no reason. I always think when it comes to blended family situations that communication is the key.
What's up,
because there's low expectations for blended families. It's a small percentage of blended families that survives. It may be due to disgruntled baby daddies, baby mamas, in which in my situation, we've dealt with a lot of issues with the outside parents. They're more laid back, let the kids do what they want to do. We're more organized and structured, and we believe in kids being kids and adults being adults and leading our children. That's our responsibility. Also, I told my kids from the time you're born until the time you're 18, that's a proving ground.
Thank you.
You have a wealth of information in the parents that's guiding you. And I want you to understand that we have been where you are. It may be different times, maybe different information that you have, but information does not trump experience. Me and mom have experience. And what our job is to do is to lead you and give you the best options possible in life and to clear you of the duties and obligations and responsibilities that come with being an adult. What I mean by that is that...
All right, hold on, Kevin. Because I heard somebody say, well, how is it different for Kevin than Regina. Let me tell you the difference. What up, self-made? Kevin is more hands-on, okay? Strictness in the home, because of his religion, and he believes to go by certain standards when it comes to disciplining kids. Regina, actually, let me take that back. He's hands-on in the verbal sense. Regina is hands-on in the physical sense. Okay, that's the difference. Regina chose to take her hands and choke the shit out of the daughter versus Kevin sitting down and having a conversation with one of the daughters. What up, Havana? What up, Self-Paid? Does everybody understand that? So that's the difference. I don't think I've ever heard Kevin speak on the behaviors of the children until possibly this video. And basically all I hear him saying is basically there are rules no matter where you go. There are rules. Some people are more easy with the rules. Some people are going to be very strict with the rules. In my house, I'm going to be strict with the rules. If I'm going to have you in my house, you're going to go by the rules that my kids go by. If my kids don't do certain things and disrespect me, you're not going to do it. That's what I hear him saying. All right? Lady Virgo, what's up? What's up, Queen Me?
We want you to enjoy the quality of your childhood by you remaining a child and not incurring responsibility as an adult. If you so choose to be an adult and you don't want to listen, you don't have to, but you cannot be here.
See?
That's not what...
Either you abide by my rules or you get out. Who the fuck ain't told their children that? Who the fuck ain't said, if you can't abide by my shit, then you got to get out? If you got kids, I'm sure you've told your kids, especially if they getting up in their teenage years and they starting to buck up against you and they starting to talk crazy, I'm sure you've told your kids that. I'm trying to figure out what the hoopla was. What's up, God? I'm trying to figure out what the hoopla is about this. I'm really confused, but we're going to continue listening.
We're doing here.
What up, Mad Hatter?
Right. So my kids have a general understanding of everything, of the expectations that we have for our home and how we want to lead. Earlier, he is talking, you came in at the wrong time, just catch what he is saying, you'll figure it out. Yeah. So that's how I run my home. We don't believe in yelling, screaming. We don't believe in whooping and, just discipline without training. We believe in training. We believe in communication. We believe in understanding. We believe that everyone has a voice. And that's how we operate in here. So with that being said,
hey, side eye you.
Some kids have accepted that. Some kids have not. Between myself and my wife, we have 9 children.
Hey, Miss Extra.
My wife has 2 adult sons and 1 16-year-old daughter that don't live with us, that used to live with us.
Hey, Miss CC.
And they've taken the position that they don't want to be kids. Prior to the one becoming an adult, he stayed with me, and he decided that he didn't want to stay anymore. He didn't want the constraints of being a kid and having responsibilities, duties, and obligations. Therefore, it was his decision.
Listen, that lottery is set so you can win beans back. Please click the lottery and send a bean. Do I have any admins in here? Like, I don't see no admins. I don't know what's
going on. And then he decided to leave. Thereafter, his sister did. And after we talked about it, and it was a difficult thing for my wife because she never experienced this much.
Thank you, Panama.
She felt like she had put them in a better position being with me and doing.
I'm not even following you. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to figure out the hoopla. I ain't heard nothing yet.
doing, having a man that's gonna lead the home, and
Hey, Wisdom.
I did everything. Everything. I used to come home. I told her daughter, "Hey, listen, we gonna sit down and we gonna watch the show together. We gonna go out together. I'm gonna take you out on a date. We gonna do stuff together just to break the ice."
I hear none of the kids want to live with them. Hers, his, or Keith's. And where'd you hear that from? Big O is too funny. Thank you, Wisdom. Where'd you hear that from? He's saying it right now. No, what he's saying is they don't want to abide by his rules. You see how shit be misconstrued? What up, Cocoa Cakes? What he's saying is he laid down rules. He laid down foundations. And because they feel like they grown as fuck, they don't want to live by those rules. You see how this goes, y'all? This why I really don't want to be covering this shit, because it be people like that come in here right then and there and you just twist everything that man said. Thank you, Cannon Squad. You just twisted everything that man said. And that's crazy to me. Her daughter was 16 and left. Her son was young and left. That's not odd. No. Because 16 is when they start, actually 15, 14, 13 is when they start feeling themselves, smelling themselves. What are you talking about? No, it's not odd. They don't want to live. You act like people have not left, probably in these comments, as a matter of fact, at the age of 15 or 16. That's what you acting like. I believe kids need structure and discipline. You're not going to do what you want to do in my house, right? Right now, he's talking about his wife's two oldest. Exactly. What's up, No Sweet? So I'm going to come here today because of what I heard yesterday pissed me off. They are used to running of their mom. Good morning. Good morning, Sandy. I want everybody to comment in the comments right now. What age you left home? I want to go live on your own or to live with a friend, or you just was at the house. What age did you leave home? What age did you leave home? What? Look at her. Cannon Squad said 14. Look at her, 29. Oh, you stayed in the home like me. You was like me. 23, 19, 17. A lot of people saying 17, 13. So what was you saying again, lady, in the comments? Some early, some late. Just depends. Some parents like to coddle. Some parents don't want their kids going nowhere. Right? Some parents just want their kids to stay in the home to whenever they decide they want to go. So if you have children, let's do it this way. Thank you, Dandelion. If you have children that are of age, what age did you put your children out of your home? If you've ever put your child out of your home, what age did you put your child out? I don't want to know when they came back. I want to know what age did you put them out? If you have children, what age did you put your child out? If your child is still living at home, yours left at 15. If you ain't never put them out, put never. My kids will never be put out. All right, Bougie says 16. They're not old enough yet. We know yours ain't old. 19. All right, wasn't ready. No, I would never put my kids out. Never, 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 never say never. Never say never. Never say never. Y'all be killing me when y'all be like never. Never say never. Okay. Never say never, because you never know what might happen. You never know if your kids might buck you and whatever. They do put up with disrespectful shit. You left. Okay, cool. Nope, my door is always open for my son. Well, that's different. I mean, that's pretty much any parent. Sometimes. But anyway, we're gonna continue on. I'm I'm gonna back this up because she seemed to hear something I guess we didn't fucking hear. I be confused at how y'all can misconstrue somebody's words. That should be killing me. I clearly heard this man talk about rules and everything else, and then he said that they decided that they did not want to be kids and left. He's talking about the wife's oldest 2 sons, I believe he said. Let me back it up.
Everyone has a voice, and that's how we operate in here. So with that being said,
thank you.
Some kids have accepted that, some kids have not. Between myself and my wife, we have 9 children.
Some kids have accepted that, some kids have not. Between me and my wife, we have 9 children. I want you to listen, person that just came in here and just fucked his words all the way up. I want you to listen. That's the reason why I went back.
My wife has 2 adult sons and 1 16-year-old daughter that don't live with us, that used to live with us. And they've taken the position that they don't want to be kids. Prior to the one becoming an adult, he stayed with me, and he decided that he didn't want to stay anymore. He didn't want the constraints of being a kid and having responsibilities, duties, and obligations.
Did you hear that? The child didn't want to abide by the rules.
Therefore, it was his decision that
the child didn't want to abide by the rules. It was his option. Either you abide by my rules or you can go ahead. You're not obligated. You don't have to stay here, but you're going to abide by my rules in my house. That's it. That's all the man said. So because they didn't want to abide by his rules, the 2 and the 16-year-old, they decided to go out and do whatever on their own. Is that what everybody else heard? Because I know that's what the fuck I heard. Good morning. Is that what y'all heard? Because I know that's what I heard. Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all misconstrue somebody's words and try to make it negative as if Kevin said, oh no, you got to get out? Kevin didn't say that. Kevin said, look here, these are me and my wife's rules. This is what I expect in my house. And because you know how kids think they grown as fuck, they're like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't no child. You feel me? I ain't finna do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. So they chose to bounce. Kevin didn't put them out. Kevin didn't do nothing to them. They chose to bounce. I need everybody to tap the screen, shut alive. Good morning, everybody. We are reviewing this video because there was so much controversy about this video where I have to literally listen to it. I'm trying to see if there's any questions. You understand? I'm trying to break it down for y'all the way y'all like me to break it down. Because I've got many messages and emails saying, Nony, what the fuck? These people are talking recklessly about Kevin and I don't understand and why are they saying this? So I was going to lean back because I got to do the interview. But because I got to go and I got to be tedious with shit, we got to listen to it. That's crazy to me. You came right in here and changed this man's whole world. Boy, Big O's a motherfucker. What's up, Pretty Missy?
Hey, Nony, good morning.
Good morning.
I am so glad that I came to your live today because yesterday I was so discouraged with the stuff that I was hearing. I was like, really? Is that the way that y'all think as parents, as aunties, as uncles? Just because you're taking care of somebody else's kids, you're supposed to deal with all their shit. They're not supposed to follow your rules. They just can come in and do what they want to do. I was so irritated yesterday. So this is so refreshing to actually hear you think like I was thinking. And because that messed me all the way up. And I'm so glad that I'm in here to listen to your breakdown today.
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you, boo. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know people gonna be like, oh, she biased because she fucked with Kevin. Nah, I'm listening to the words coming out the man's mouth. Y'all trying to rearrange his words. I can't do that. That's the problem with the app. The app like to take somebody else's words and just twist them to where they want it to be, and to find all the negativity in it. But then what I don't understand, where the fuck was the outrage when Regina choked the child? Y'all thought that was cool. Y'all said she needed to be choked because she talked to her grandmother crazy, and she wasn't even talking to her grandmother. She was talking to her daddy. But Kevin sitting here talking about rules and guidelines and shit, and y'all want to find the problem. What the fuck? Good morning, everybody. Can we get to the 4-star? What's up, Wild
Good
Face?
morning. Good morning, Nony. Good morning, everybody. What's crazy is a lot of times people do agree with the person that they don't like, right?
Mm-hmm.
But instead of being a woman and a man about it and say, you know what, I don't care for this person, but what they're saying is correct. They would rather twist it around and make it negative. But
Right.
in their hearts of heart, they believe them. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I think it is with Kevin. A lot of people believe him, but because they don't like him, they'll rather make a negative thing about it. You
Right.
need to take your likes and dislikes out of it and go with what is the truth.
Right. Right.
That's all I have to say, Noni. Love you.
Thank you. And not only that, let me piggyback off of what she just said. If y'all are worried about Keith, you would do it automatically. y'all do realize that a lot of y'all who are against Kevin or against Regina or whatever, instead of being right down in the middle, y'all a lot of the diversion between them. Y'all a lot of the reason why they can't get shit right, even though they had problems before, but y'all adding to it because I seen a motherfucker say, oh, Kevin took the Cash App down. Oh, he shouldn't have had no Cash App anyway. How the fuck you gonna tell that man he can't do what the fuck he want to do for his brother? I think some of y'all got life and bullshit fucked up. Some of y'all really think that y'all Ken to Keith in y'all motherfucking head. What up, Sugar Love? Y'all had the nerve to tell this man who is his blood that he can't motherfucking start a Cash App or nothing for his own motherfucking brother, like y'all motherfucking is his motherfucking brother or sister, bitch. What up, Big T-Way? Y'all don't have no precedence over Keith. All y'all do is sit up and talk, and admire that man for all the wrong ass shit. But here it is, somebody trying to do right by the man. Y'all got a problem with it. Let me tell you something. If Regina was doing something and Regina said something that I agree with or whatever, I don't give a fuck who it is. It could be Tommy K. It could be anybody. If they say something, I'm going to say, yep, that's right. That's when you're not being biased. What up, Portia? But what it is for me, good morning, Brownie baby, good morning. What it is for me is that y'all totally took this and twisted it to make it look in a bad light over Kevin, because that's what the fuck y'all wanted to do, because this y'all can't take y'all silly anger out of shit and look at shit for what it is. We are 19 minutes in, and I ain't heard that man say shit wrong yet. But let it be your household. I bet you wouldn't put up with no bullshit in your household, since y'all such good parents, good mothers and fathers, so y'all proclaim to be. So what the fuck is wrong with Kevin saying that he put down guidelines and rules and regulations? What's wrong with that? Girl, manifest. See, there go another one. Here go another one. Here we go, y'all. Here goes dumbness. I can't deal with it this morning. How is he putting the kids' business out by saying that he laid down rules and some of them left? How is that putting out their fucking business? What up, Tiger Lily? How? You get up here and explain to me how that's putting out their business. That he said that 3 of them left. What business is that? The message was clear, but why discuss their hospital issues? We ain't got there first. We ain't got there yet. Manifest. Shut it loud. Come on, let's pooch. Thank you.
Yeah, Nony, so keep on listening if you ain't heard it, because the message was you can't blame him for what he want to do in his house, them his rules. But you ain't gonna have to go out there putting kid business out there. Somebody that girl had to go to the hospital and it's very bad. You shut the fuck up. You just a biased ass bitch, and I hate your ass. I really do, bitch.
You hate me?
Yeah.
You hate me? Don't go nowhere. You know what I'm talking about? Why you drop? Come back up. Come back up. Come on, because you hate me. You hate me. Come back up. No, 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 no. I embrace it. Trust and believe. I embrace. Yeah, she doesn't get to me before time. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, time. Can you make it make sense? Nah, y'all hoes is mad because I don't want to be with the masses, bitch. And I'm not gonna be with the masses. What up, BZ? Call me biased, call me whatever. Y'all hoes is mad because y'all be twisting the motherfucking words, but won't twist the right words. That's what the fuck y'all mad about. Awful funny you didn't come back up. You jumped down. But it was okay for Regina to discuss the man that took care of Keith's health information. That was okay. What up, don't come for me? Because we blaming, right? We saying what's okay and what's not okay. So do you have an opinion on when Regina said that the man had AIDS that was taking care of Keith? Do you have an opinion on that? Was that wrong? Manifest?
Yeah, first of all, let me say this. No,
Was
I don't
that
hate you. Let me
wrong?
stop. Let me
Answer the
stop. Hold
question.
on, no, let me
Was
stop for real. Because let me listen on it to me. I do not
it
hate you. I
wrong?
did. I do dislike a lot of things. No, no, no. I don't agree with nobody putting nobody's business out. Regina or Keith. It's Keith. I mean, it's Kevin this time the other day. Okay, I don't agree with none of it. But for Kevin to do this and then, girl, come on, now you know that ain't right. He starts about that girl hospital stuff. Come
Manifest.
on now, keep it
Offer.
100. When he do his house, I got rules in my house too that my 6-year-old daughter don't want to follow.
Manifest.
I do too. But
Manifest.
I'm not gonna come on here telling y'all my child business.
Manifest. Was it
And then turn around and ask for cash out.
manifest? Was it wrong for
You holler at your damn child, no, that ain't your child. You better shut up.
because you keep talking and I'm trying to talk to you. Was it wrong for Regina to put that man's status out here? Hello? Oh, now she went silent. Now she went silent. No, I'm gonna listen to it. Who just said that? I'm gonna leave your ass right there too, manifest. He just said they went to the emergency. He didn't say why they took him. Oh, so she putting on. She putting on. She putting on. Girl, see what I'm talking about? Good morning. And this bitch had a nerve to get up here and tell me she hated me. Girl, keep on hating me. You know what? When you hate me, you know what's gonna happen? God gonna keep on blessing me. On my mama. Because ain't no way in the world I'm gonna get on the application and tell nobody that I hate, that I ain't never met a day in my life, ain't never seen, nor anything. So as long as you hate me, God gonna keep on blessing me. Trust and believe that. What's up, Free Pooh Shiesty? That's why I embrace the hate. I embrace the hate. Y'all do understand that, right? When the more you hate me, God gonna continue to bless me. I want you to know that. That's why I don't be worried about y'all. Y'all literally have aggression about me for what? Right, Cash? Can y'all tap the screenshot live? Cinnamon bean don't be mean. Let's continue.
Decided to leave. Thereafter, his sister did. And after we talked about it, and
they mad this morning.
It was a difficult thing for my wife because she'd never experienced this much. She felt like she had put them in a better position being with me and having a man that's gonna lead the home, and I did everything. Everything. I used to come home. I told her daughter, "Hey, listen, we go sit down and we go watch the show together. We go out together. I'm gonna take you out on a date. We gonna do stuff together just to break the ice because I knew what would come."
Actually, no, Blessings. I'm gonna be honest with you, Blessings. Sometimes, Blessings, you can raise kids up to try to not put them in the system, but you know, kids are gonna do what they're gonna do. You can raise a kid up to wherever you want them, you want them to be, but that does not guarantee them not to be in the system or not to be in jail or not to be in prison. Okay, that is a factual thing that I'm saying to you. You could have the best kids you thought a student, and they still end up where they end. Kids are gonna make their own mind. That's why God get everybody discernment, the ability to know right from wrong, and it's you on you to pick what you gonna do. That's just it. That's just all. Who was just in the queue? Is that you again, Manifest, to tell me how much you hate me? Boy, they mad this morning. I see why y'all didn't want me to cover it. Okay.
With me coming into these kids' lives, and I wanted to be a person that they can relate to. All my efforts and everything that I tried to do, it failed. I never treat kids bad because I lived in a home with my brother. Me and my brother lived with my mother and her first husband, and it was an unpleasant situation. And I vowed that I would never put a child into a situation like that because I didn't want a kid to feel the way that I felt, being, in a sense, neglected because I was different from my mom's husband's children. And so,
hey, dope girl.
That experience led me to be more forthright, more becoming, more.
Actually, let me answer that, baby. See, this is where y'all get this misconstrued, right? I didn't throw her into the foster system. I keep telling y'all that. What happened was my daughter wanted to go against me just like the kids want to go against their parents. And she kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. So the people took her. I keep telling y'all dumb fucks. If I was such a bad mother, I got 2 children. They wouldn't have just took one. They would have took both. I don't know why y'all don't understand that, but that's on y'all. What up, Philly? That's on y'all. But go off. Let's continue. Please tap the screen. Send a bean. Don't be
trying to
mean.
be understanding of situations and talk to kids and really gauge where they are. And we did Bible studies together as a family. We sat and talked. I took them out to dinner a lot. We went out a lot. Even when they left, I called them individually when their mother's birthday came. And I called them and I said, hey, guys, I'm trying to do something with your mom. And I think it'd be nice if you guys came out to dinner with us. All of them came. So they didn't have a problem with me. But they just had a problem with the situation.
Thank you. Tap
that they couldn't control their mother, and their mother was able to look at some of the things that she wasn't able to because he was a single parent at the time. And so it forced her to be outside of the home. She had to work hard, and she placed more of an emphasis on making sure that they had everything that they needed, and not so much she didn't have the ability to be at home with them and learn.
You know, another thing that's going through my head, right? Why the fuck did y'all have so much outrage when Keith took and cussed out Miss White daughter? When he called Miss White daughter all kind of bitches and shit, why y'all didn't have this outrage then? Why is the outrage toward Kevin, but it wasn't toward Keith? Y'all have selective outrage, and that shit be crazy as fuck to me. Y'all only get hype about certain things when you don't like the individual. That's when you get hype about certain things. To me, y'all only stay stuck in one realm, and that's it.
Now, this is very unbiased, but
Mm-hmm.
it's starting to sound like he has control over the mom, and the kids don't like the new mom. I haven't been here listening the whole time because I've been doing other things, but him explaining, it sounds like he's trying to explain for himself what the kids are angry about, and the kids have their own side as well.
No, that's not what he said.
Because when he's saying, you know, before the mom couldn't pay attention to a lot of the stuff that the kids was doing. She was always out at work trying to provide. And now that he's there, the mom is gets to stay home sometimes more, and he's providing everything. He's giving, to me, very controlling to
No,
me. I don't know,
because
something about, I'm gonna keep listening, but he's starting to sound like he done came in and
like a lot.
started paying for everything, and he's being extra controlling. That's what it's starting to sound like to me. But I'm gonna keep
Because he's
listening.
speaking, I don't know if you wasn't here, but he's speaking about not only Keith's kids being in the home, he started out speaking about that. Then he started speaking out about the mom of the two girls because pretty much they was doing whatever with her. Okay. So he's speaking about the rules that he laid down not only for his children, but he also laid them down for them. And what he was saying was basically him and his wife.
I agree with him with that.
Okay,
I agree with him with that.
hold on. Him and his wife both came to this decision. They had a family meeting. And when they had a family meeting, they talked about it. It was three of the children that did not want to be children. They felt like they were being treated as children. So they left the home. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know where you heard about the mom and all that. I don't know.
Listening to what he's saying right now.
Okay.
But as far as the kids, do you know how old the kids was that left the home?
He said one was 16 and the other two were adults.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Ash.
Yeah, when you think you grown, it's time for your ass to get the fuck
Okay.
on up at.
You agree. Now get out.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you for my. Hey, you gotta listen. You just can't come up here and be like, okay, this is what he's saying. Okay, can we stop? Stop what? No, I don't want to stop. Let's continue. Let's tap the screenshot a lot. Let's get to the fifth star, bruh. Hey, yours truly. Hey, everybody. Some of y'all ain't spoke. You peeping, but not speaking. Okay, let's continue. Hey, Nina. Please, y'all, just listen. If y'all have any questions, what's up, boo? Please write them down. What up, I pay child support, and send them either to me via email, Cassandra, what's up? Or to my messenger. Okay? If you have any questions, if you're hearing this and you have any questions that you want me to ask in the interview, send them either via email, nonyhost@gmail.com, or to my inbox. All right? And I don't have a problem asking whatever question. I have to give you the date, Miss Cece. We haven't got that together yet, okay? Give me time. I'll give you the date and everything, okay? All right, let's continue. Oh, Lord, who's in the queue? Okay, not there. Hello? Hello?
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, huh?
I just wanted to say before you started the video, um, Lady B is only doing this shit for shock value and to get a response from Kevin. She just mad because Kevin sent her money back because he caught one of her lies when she was talking shit about him. That's all. She just looking for a response.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Don't you move. What do you mean he sent her money back?
He must have saw one of her lies when she was talking or questioning, what he was saying. This is before the children incident. And whatever she supported to him, he sent it back to her.
Oh.
So she's mad now. So of course she's not Team Kevin all of a sudden. And she's just saying a whole bunch of crazy shit just to get a verbal response from him when he do his YouTube. And he won't give it to her.
Yeah.
He just sent her money back and just said thanks. And he praying for her.
That's what I want to know.
Know.
Why am I echoing?
I don't know. All right. Thanks, Nony.
Uh-huh. So this is what we're gonna do right here, right now. Now, not another. You came up here and you said, "I'm reading the comments, Gifting. I got this, boo." You said that it was Lady B's money. We don't know if it was Lady B's money. Okay, we don't know that. That's just the input that she gave, but that's her assumption. We don't know if it was Lady B money. I haven't talked to Kev. What up, Crooked Halo? What up, VP? So I don't know whose money that he sent back. Okay? All right? So we're not going to create narratives over here, but that was her opinion of what she thought. Can y'all tap the screen? Can we continue, please, and thank you?
What kind of people they were. Unfortunately, they grew adapted to a parent not being in the home. So when they came around me and mom didn't have to work anymore, it was difficult for them to adjust because they didn't see people all the time, adults, authority.
Okay.
Anymore.
See how y'all changed that man word?
And not so much at the work. Look at me.
Let me go back, because y'all clearly changed the man word.
I felt
Lord have mercy. Y'all don't make my job easy at all. I'm telling you.
Therefore it was his decision that he decided to leave. Thereafter, his sister did. And after we talked about it, and it was a difficult thing for my wife because she never experienced this much. She felt like she had put them in a better position being with me and having a man that's gonna lead the home, and I did everything.
Okay, so Messy Steph. Basically, what he's saying is, when she was a single mother, she did things as a single mother. Now, if you're a single mother in here right now, put an A in the fucking comments. If you're a single mother, put an A in the comments. If you're a single mother, put an A in the comments, goddammit. King, you ain't no goddamn single mother. Is you a single father? Nigga, you a whole nigga talking about you a single mother. King, what the fuck you got going on? The fuck? Anywho, so what he's saying is basically, as a single mother, she was working, she was doing what she felt like was best. If you a single mother, you know the pain of doing what you think is best for your children. So when she got with Kevin, a man who was about structure and value, he came into the home because at the end of the day, that's his wife. That's who he married. So she has to go with her husband when it comes to their household because they have a household together. So the decisions that they make are not separate when it comes to the children. They are together. So because he tried to do everything, what's up, Pound Puss, to make sure that the guidelines that he was set was comfortable for him and his wife, the kids did not want to abide by that, and they went their separate ways. Because they felt like, okay, you got this man coming in here, now you changing up, mom. But in fact, she did change up, because when you get married, you have to change up if you're going to have a household that's going to be not divided. What do they say? A house divided cannot stand. So they have to be together. So of course the kids going to feel some type of way. Y'all got that? Because that's what I heard. Right now, I will give you it when I have it, baby. I just told somebody else that. Okay? I just told somebody else that. Let's pooch, y'all.
I totally agree with you. But behind that, we don't know how the mom changed and what he changed. Like, he could have came in. It just seems like for the kids to want to leave, like, it must be a dramatic change. Like, if I'm gonna leave my free home where my mom is cooking dinner for me and I get to live for free.
Messy Steph.
It's just a little, it's just a little fishy to me because I have 4 children.
Okay, but didn't we have a conversation? Me, you and I? Did
Yeah, we
you?
had plenty of
Okay, I
conversations.
said, didn't you tell me you had to do what you had to do because your child wasn't acting correctly?
No, anytime I will kick a kid out every week. When you're 18 and 21 and you don't want to abide by the rules in my house, the option is I'm not kicking you out, but you have to go. You could either abide by the rules or make it your choice. So when but my children, my husband, so it's a different type of scenario.
But he didn't kick him.
And no kid gets kicked out of my house. They make their own choice to leave
And
because they don't want to
they
do it.
made their own choice to leave. So I don't.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is it's a different scenario. It's just fishy because he's not the father of certain one of the kids. And I totally agree with him. If you don't want to abide by the rules in the house, then you make it your choice to leave. But as bad as the situation is, you want to leave because you like what did your like what is it? I
I
mean,
think, you know,
it's just a little fishy to me that he's not like I just feel because the way he's telling the story, he's explaining the story so that we can understand him perfectly fine. He's not throwing in, oh well, I I'm not he tried to make everything perfect. I try to ask her to go on dates because I know I'm not her father and I want to build a bond with her. I want her to know that, you can trust me as the father in your life. It's just a little too much for me. Like he's just giving me too much that I'm not asking for. And he's making himself and painting himself to be the perfect guy. Like he did absolutely nothing wrong.
okay, I don't see it like that. I see it as because they
Yeah.
didn't want to abide by his discipline. That's what I
He's
see.
May I
military.
say something, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna get down.
Okay. You can stay up, babe. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not tripping. So here's how I'm getting it. The two older children, and then we have a 16-year-old. Before, and I'm gonna say me, before I got married and moved my husband in, I was not there, right? So pretty much my children had the run of the house. Now I get married and my husband comes in and he says, okay, you're more than welcome to stay here. However, I don't want you running in and out. I don't want you running in and out of the house. And these are just rules I'm making up. Don't
That's
want
a
you running
number
in and
one rule.
out of the house. Don't want you, if you, I don't know, if you use a dish, I need you to wash those dishes, right? So now my children are like bucking back because they didn't have this before. Not that my husband is so much of being, um, how do you say it, being unrealistic with these rules. It's just that they've been doing this for so long. I'm gonna buck back. So the two oldest say, hey, you know what? I feel like those rules are making me feel like I'm a child. I'm gonna leave. The 16-year-old says the same thing, and she leaves. He's not putting them out. They don't want to abide by the rules. Now, me personally, with my children, I raise them as they don't have to be any place that they don't want to be it at the time with mom, me, or be it with dad. You don't have to be there. You don't have to be in an uncomfortable situation or not even an uncomfortable situation, but you can't grow in that situation and you want to leave. Yes, I'm going to let you. And I feel like, of course, Kevin is not 100% angel. However, basic rules will make a child that didn't have those rules want to leave and go to the fun parent.
I totally am down for all like I have four children and I totally get it and I understand and I know the shit that kids do. But I'm not even like trying to keep it focused on the kids part so much because he's giving me too much nice guy. Like he's not saying how militant he is. He's not saying, he's just straight giving I was the nice guy. All I try to do is come in, make everything perfect, and they don't know how to handle that. And then they decided they wanted to leave. No,
So
nigga. You
I'm
know
That's
what I'm
sorry.
saying? Like,
okay, but
you did some
can y'all,
shit, nigga.
y'all,
I don't know exactly
can,
what you did, but
can,
you was fucking with them kids
can
too.
we, can
And you
we,
got
stuff,
control over
stuff,
it gives me
messy stuff. Can we move
huh?
on, please? Because y'all drawing narrative.
Yeah, we can. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
and that can be a question for the interview, Noni,
Can we,
so that he can
well, y'all
go in
get
depth in
first.
it.
Get out wild.
You know?
I've heard enough.
Okay.
Please.
All right. Love you.
Love you too. Cause y'all doing a little bit too
No,
much.
no, it just seemed like everything that Messy says, just everything. And I like Messy stuff, but everything she just says, she contradicts herself from the beginning. Like she just said, if you're in my house, you're gonna bow by my rules, and you're gonna go. So basically, that's what Kevin is saying.
That's all he said. That's all that man said. This is my thing.
Okay, that's it.
This is my
You
thing,
in,
right?
okay.
Y'all already know that Kevin was in the military. So I don't know if y'all raised up in the military or even have been around military kids, but the structure in military homes is way different from any other structure you've ever had. There is a strict structure. That's why I could never date a military man, because I ain't trying to fuck with that shit. I done seen women who have to abide by their husband's shit because they want to be military. So, you know what I'm saying? This is what his wife chose, and that's what she chose to do. So it's either you abide by his rules. I don't specifically think he's saying, okay, I did something to him, or he's trying to paint it out to be like, oh, he's just the greatest guy. No, he has admitted his flaws in the shit that he's done. So that's not the narrative that I'm going
Right.
to hear. Go ahead, Philly. Can you drop down for me, boo? Please and thank
Okay. All right. I just want to say Kevin has been very transparent. He never said that he was the best person. He just said he's trying to do better. That's it. And that's all.
you. All right. Thank you, Philly. I need everybody to tap the screen and send a bean. We're going to finish, okay? We're going to continue, all right? Everybody tap the screen. Shut a live.
Everything. I used to come home. I told her daughter, hey, listen, we gonna sit down and we gonna watch the show together. We gonna go out together. I'm gonna take you out on a date. We gonna do stuff together just to break the ice, because I knew what would come with me coming into these kids' lives, and I wanted to be a person that that they can relate to. All my efforts and everything that I tried to do, it failed. I never treat kids bad because I lived in a home with my brother. Me and my brother lived with my mother and her first husband, and it was an unpleasant situation. And I vowed that I would never put a child into a situation like that, because I didn't want a kid to feel the way that I felt, being, in a sense, neglected because I was different from my mom's husband's children. And so,
All right. Mother is single, all right? Mother doesn't have no type of man figure at all right? She finds Kevin. Her and Kevin, they start dating, they get married, they go into the house together. Kids aren't used to having a father figure around at all. So Kevin is taking the initiative to put the foot forward to say, hey, look, I am your new dad. I know this may be, kind of devastating for you, right? But I want to put the initiative forward. Let's watch TV. Let's try to find some relative things that we can relate to together so that I can try to become close with you, or even try to have some type of lead way with you so we'll be able to relate. That's what I heard. All right. I don't know what the fuck y'all hearing. I feel like that y'all really are trying to put something on this man that you shouldn't, and it's crazy to me. But we're going to continue. I need y'all to tap the screen.
That experience led me to be more forthright, more becoming, more trying to be understanding of situations and talk to kids and really gauge where they are. And we did Bible studies together as a family. We sat and talked. I took them out to dinner a lot. We went out a lot. Even when they left, I called them individually when their mother's birthday came. And I called them. I said, hey, guys, I'm trying to do something with your mom, and I think it'd be nice if you guys came out to dinner with us. All of them came. So they didn't have a problem with me. But they just had a problem with the situation, that they couldn't control their mother and their mother was able to look at some of the things that she wasn't able to because he was a single parent at the time. And so it forced her to be outside of the home.
Easy. I don't get how y'all is not hearing what the man is saying. What up, just like Candy? I just said that. Single mother probably gonna let you do shit that you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You just running around with your head cut off. You doing everything. But when the single mother brings into a husband, a whole husband, now there's structure. They did not want structure. What is everybody not understanding? He didn't say, oh, I did this to them. Oh, this happened. Oh, that happened. They didn't want structure. They didn't want to abide by the rules. If y'all understand, I don't want y'all to agree with me. Y'all can have your own opinions. If y'all understand, put A in the comments. If you don't understand, put a fucking B. If you have another opinion about what this man is saying, put a B. Because I'm flabbergasted right now as to how you can't understand what the fuck he said. It's simple. It's clear cut. Clear cut. But this is Big O. What up, B-Love? Let's continue.
She had to work hard, and she placed more of an emphasis on making sure that they had everything that they needed, and not so much she didn't have the ability to be at home with them and learn what kind of people they were. Unfortunately, they grew adapted to a parent not being in the home. So when they came around me and mom didn't have to work anymore, it was difficult for them to adjust because they didn't see people all the time, adults, authority all the time. They didn't have somebody on them with their schoolwork all the time. Afforded the opportunity, their mother, which is a sweet woman, beautiful person, in and out. And I just couldn't understand why I'm doing all of this and I'm still getting treated like, I'm not doing everything that I could. So I never got discouraged, but I stayed the course. I believed in doing the right thing at all times. And I just thought that in the end that it would be respected, and it wasn't. It wasn't. No matter what I did, I was not their dad. And although I told them, I just want you to be a better version of your dad.
How many movies have y'all watched? You Ain't My Daddy. How many fucking movies have y'all watched where the kids told the motherfucking new daddy, you ain't my daddy? God damn it, when Color Purple, when goddamn Celie, they had to come with that goddamn mule and that motherfucking tagging that mule on her head in that motherfucking snow, and Mr. motherfucking took her ass to that house. Harper on them goddamn hit Celie in the goddamn head with the rock. You ain't my mammy, they told Celie. The fuck is wrong with y'all? What do y'all not understand? The kids didn't want no new father. So when he came into the home, rules were changed. Shit was changed. And they didn't like it. That's what kids do. That's what they do. Sure.
And I want you to be have all the opportunities that you can have. It never resonated with them, and they decided we don't want to be here. So why am I saying this?
Why do y'all keep saying that the man, what business is he telling? Can you please come up here and tell me 17763? Can you please tell me what business this man is telling of these children? What business is he telling? Is he saying one of their left feet is longer than their right foot? Is he saying one of the arms is longer than the other? Is he saying that one of them got a big ass head? What the fuck is he saying? They were smoking and drinking and went to the hospital. I thought you was talking about right here. Because we ain't got to that part yet. So you already ahead of the video. So you done heard that he said that they were drinking and smoking. Okay, we're going to continue.
Because today I was at work And as everyone knows, I took it as my personal mission when my brother went down to say that I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I can maintain his children, at least the ones that I know, as best as I could. I talked to them and I sat them down and I said, these are my expectations. In our home, we like to talk. At any time,
right, Adi, no, but just leave it alone, baby. You see how I got quiet? Did you see how I got quiet? Did you pay attention to how I got quiet? Because that's what be blowing me around these motherfuckers. Regina Ben done said, she did. She talked about how they wear weave down to their ass, how they dress like whores. She talked about them kids like a dog. Fuck is you talking about? Talking about he talked about them drinking and smoking. Miss Regina Ben done talk about them. Who remembers Regina saying they wear... No, I'm not reading it wrong. Oh, you said Regina ain't shit either. But that ain't the point. You hype about what Kevin's saying about them going to the damn hospital and smoking weed. But where was the outrage when Regina did it? Good morning. It's selective. Now you saying Regina ain't shit either. But did you go into the live when Regina was saying and say Regina wasn't shit?
Did you have different religious beliefs with the kids? No. Same beliefs. So who is saying you ain't doing the right thing because you're doing the right thing? They're young and I guess they don't understand completely yet. They will appreciate you as time goes on. I do believe that 100%. But let me finish this story. All right. Because this is not pertaining to our kids, it is pertaining to my brother's kids. So I heard things about his kids, but I'm not somebody that takes other people's word and major on their word to look at someone else. I like to have my own view of the situation. So when they came around, I started talking to them. They started talking to me. I said, these are some brilliant young ladies. They are very smart, very articulate. They're missing some things, but I feel like I can do something with this. So I waited for the perfect time for them to come to me and really say, okay, we really want to do this. And I said, my wife called me and she said, hey, they said they want to have a conversation. They want to know what they could do. I said, okay, I'll be home. I came home. I listened to my wife. I listened to them. I said, this is the first thing I said. When I look at y'all, I see my brother. You know what your dad has been through. This is a traumatic experience for the whole family. There are some things going on outside right now. Maybe you don't understand, but there's a lot of people out here that love your dad and that support your dad. And a lot of the proceeds that give you the ability to have your cell phone. Whenever you call me for money, I'm able to send it to you. Thank you. It comes from these people and the work that your dad put in. In honor of what your dad has done, the good things that he has done, I'm his brother. And I think that is important that you understand that you represent your dad now. You know where your dad is. You've seen your dad. You know what he's going through. And I want to do everything that I can to make sure that you guys are okay. And but you being young, I may have heard things, but I'm not gonna focus on that. If you tell me that you can meet the conditions that I've set forth for you, I'm willing to do everything that I can to make sure that I accommodate you guys and do everything that I can to help you in the stead of your dad. Now, I don't do things like your dad, but I'm willing to open up my door to bring you guys in, but there's things, conditions, and stipulations I need you to meet. The first thing is we don't raise our voice. We talk about our problems. If we have an issue, we come to one another. Hey, it's an open door policy with me. Of course, I work all day and my wife is home. So my wife will be here and accessible at all times, and she will relay information to me. And that's just how we work. The dynamics that.
Listen, I need y'all to either click the lottery or send some type of bean or some type of exclusive. I get we listening, but please get some momentum. The lottery is worth $5,000. You will be able to get your money. You will win beans back, okay, if you click the lottery. All right. If you want my CA, I'll give you my CA. What's up? Thank you, Big O Detective. Big O Detective, you always come through. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to continue listening. I literally hear what I hear. I'm trying to figure out what in the fuck is everybody else hearing. Come on, y'all. We at the top of the hour. Please throw some beans. Please throw some exclusives. Please and thank you. Thank you, Big Detective. Click the lottery, win some beans back, okay? So the foreigners don't get them. All right? Make sure they go back in your pocket. And we're going to continue to listen.
We have in place, they work for our home, and the system that we have is solid. It's something that's tried and true. So I want you guys to understand that being respectful to my wife is very important. Okay. This is not your family member, but she is your family member. She's my helper. So with this being my helper, you have to respect this person. Right? So if you causing harm to my wife, that's going to be a real big issue to me, and I take it very seriously.
All right. Don't raise your voice in my house. We talk about it. We don't yell. We don't argue. We don't have any raised voices in my house. That's not something that I display in my home. My wife is my helper. She's my partner. She's my confidant. That's who I live with. That's who I'm married to. So please do not disrespect my wife, because even though she is not your mother, she has kids, and she is the head of the house, the second head of the household, as I am the first of the household. That's self-explanatory to me. I don't know what the fuck going on. I don't know what's going on. And that'd be anybody. If you bring in other kids into your home, even though they're his brother's kids, his brother may not have had the same structure or the same guidelines as he has in his home. So he got to set forth the guidelines of his home. What they do with their daddy is one thing. What they do with him is a whole nother. It's self-explanatory to me. Can we please, Pooch? My goal is to get to 5 stars. What up, Block? Can we please, admins, can you please help me out, please? I need everybody to contribute, everybody to send a bean. I'm at work, okay? I'm at work. Y'all beg. This is what I be talking about. Y'all beg for me to come live and cover this video and break it down, and I'm doing it. And y'all don't want to help a bitch. It's Sunday. Thank you, Faye. Let's continue.
This opportunity is about you. I want you to understand this. There are no drugs, alcohol, none of this stuff allowed in my home. Um, I have small children, and everything at this point in time is about what they see and what they observe.
Thank you.
So, one of the reasons why I'm married is because I want my children to see that I'm married and I honor a woman, and I want to be honored and respected as a man. So therefore, the woman that I have is my wife, and she's not my girlfriend. She's my wife. Okay. She's the mother of my child. And I take this situation very serious because the example that we set for our kids is very important. And it's something that afforded you the opportunity to even be here, because without my wife, I couldn't do what I'm doing with my kids. There's no way that I can do anything without my wife. So,
thank you,
when I talked to them, they said everything is great.
Hey, still. Thank you.
We're gonna do what you said. One of them said that
we got 4 minutes left in the lottery. KA, I'm really gonna pay it because today's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. I just KA, how long you been on the app? How long you been on the app, KA? How long you been? Thank you, Big O Detective. How long you been on the app, KA? Since 2020. So you've been on the app since 2020. So do you knew about Keith's accident that he had? Hey, Tanya, are you familiar with the accident that happened last year? Oh, okay. No, it's his brother, boo. It's his brother.
She would stay with her grandmother. It was one more thing I said. Now, when it comes to young ladies, I expect girls to be girls. And so I don't allow like girls having eyelashes and things like that. With you guys being 14 and 15 years old, once you turn 18, your life is your life. You can do whatever. You can get tattooed.
Okay, so right here, I see him being in agreement with Regina. Did anybody recognize that? Did anybody recognize that Kevin is in agreement with Regina because Regina did speak about the eyelashes. She spoke about the weave. She spoke about how they dressed. He's in agreement with Regina right here. So I'm trying to I bet y'all didn't point that out, did you? Y'all ain't put them two together, did you? Yeah, the broadcasters. Can y'all tap the screen? Shut alive. Send a bean, don't be mean. Please and thank you. What up, Devil's Advocate? Hey, boo.
You can get eyelashes, wear mascara, makeup, do whatever you want to do. But while you're here, you represent this home, and I don't want people to look at you and think that you're an adult when you're a child. I expect you guys to go to school every day of the week. You don't pick and choose what days you're going to go to school. You're going to go to school every single day. Now, the conditions were set forth at the very beginning, right? No drugs, no alcohol. I think that if I can provide a safe home, you can be well fed. We bought a bed and a TV. I went out personally, bought a flat screen 50-inch TV and put it in the room, and I bought a bed, an extra bed in our, and it was a private room at the uppermost part. That was the place where I did some of my broadcasts. I have a desk in there. It's no longer. I had to move my stuff and relocate my stuff to a different area of the house in order to facilitate that change. And I was more than willing to do so. So with that being said, I go to work this morning. I was checking out the child, and she would come home on time.
Hey,
It was one time she was really close, and I looked at my wife. I said, "It's getting close.
hey, Jayla.
It's getting close. I don't think she gonna make it." Like 7:58, she walked in the door. Uncle Lano, I'm here. Like, damn, I didn't think she was gonna make it. So that's what I said. Like, I even called Ghost, and Ghost know this. I called Ghost and I said, "Man, these kids ain't bad as everybody said that they was. Like, I don't see nothing. Like, I don't see nothing.
Hey, go and post.
I don't see nothing. There was some things that was concerned, but it wasn't a big deal to me. I'm gonna drop the link. Hold on, let me finish this. So today, I go to work. I leave at around about 3:30 in the morning. I don't get home till maybe around about 6, sometimes 6 p.m. And my wife called me while I was at work. Normally, while I'm at work, I know there's something going on. I'm like, oh Lord. And see, that's why I said, keep God is. The Bible says, consider the.
And to me, there's nothing wrong with that. Some parents don't allow their kids to wear makeup and things. For one, because I don't know if y'all paid attention, but nowadays, the little girls that are growing up, they look growner than what they are. And you got a whole bunch of pervert and men out on the streets that will look at little girls and think that they're grown and they're not grown. And that will leave room for them to approach them little girls. So to me, Kevin is only saying what most people will say when it comes to their children about wearing makeup and shit. My little niece, my cousin's wife, bought her some makeup. I'm not in agreement with that because she's too little. Yeah, it's cool to let them practice or whatever, but the thing that she doesn't do, she doesn't let her go out with the makeup on. The only time she just lets her play in it, but she does not let her go out. Now, letting her go out would be a whole different ball game. That's how I feel. What's up, Hot Coco? That's how I feel. I panicked when my daughter started. I couldn't deal with the fact she was growing up. I wasn't allowed to wear anything but chapstick. Yep. There's a lot of people that had, hey, Sunshine, strict parents that were like that. What up, Joy Joy? What's up, everybody? Can y'all please tap the screen and send a bean or send an exclusive? Even certain color postures and fake nails was out of the question. Facts. Hey, night. Nurse T. Hello.
Hey, hi. The Jezebel is here, but yeah, I was gonna say that when I was younger, I wasn't allowed to wear certain hairstyles. Nony, like they would say certain hairstyles was too grown up for me.
Right. Yep.
And certain shoes and stuff like that too. You couldn't wear if you had a little heel on them or something like that, like a little wedge or
Right.
something. You
Right.
couldn't wear that. It
Yep.
was too grown for you. So I totally get what he's saying.
Right.
Hell, I wasn't even allowed to talk to boys on the phone until I was 16 years old.
Right. Right. No boys.
So I
You could have boys in the house, like all kind of.
eh,
They could.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Nurse T. Come on, y'all. Let's pooch. We almost there. Nurse T, thank you very much. Right, because my mama told me red lipstick and nail polish was a street. They used to say it all the time. It's for whores. Okay? You a whore if you wore red lipstick, bitch. You a whore. My mama would say shit like that. You a whore. Don't you wear it. My biggest regret was allowing my 14-year-old social media because TikTok aged at 14. Ooh, yours truly. I've heard that about and they didn't have their kids on TikTok. I've heard that.
And what about wearing the ankle bracelet? Did anybody ever tell y'all that wearing the ankle bracelet mean you was ready for sex?
No.
Oh my God, they told me that in middle school, and I had never ever heard that before. And a girl told me that her parents told her that she was not allowed to wear ankle bracelet because it means she was ready for sex.
Oh wow. I ain't never heard that. Mm,
That was crazy.
mm. Let's continue on. Come on, y'all. Let's pooch. We almost there. What's up, pretty? Let's continue. I just, to me, I just hear stone cold, hardcore, old fashioned values is what I hear. This is what I hear. I hear Kevin, Kevin is around my age and probably around some of y'all ages, you know what I'm saying, if y'all in y'all 40s or whatnot, or 30s or whatnot, and he's taking it old school. You got to remember, I believe Kevin is an Israelite. So, he probably has rules according to his religion, you know what I'm saying, that he goes by, the statues and stuff. Y'all know how that go. Y'all don't act silly. Y'all know that in the Baptist church, when y'all was when the person got the Holy Ghost and they was jumping around and stuff, and they laid that cloth over you so you didn't show your goods. That's what that cloth is for. Y'all probably didn't know, but that's what it's for. You remember when the mothers came up and laid that cloth over them women so the women didn't, because when you're in the Holy Ghost, you don't know what you're doing. You feel me? And you be all spread out all over the place and stuff. You be not showed your underwear. I ain't play that. So I just, to me, I just don't, hey Mona, I don't see what the big hoopla is. Hey boo, we gonna continue to listen. Yeah, that's why bigger bigs ain't want you showing your goods. Yes. Let's continue. Tap the screen, shut it live. Send the bean, don't be me.
Conclusion of the matter. You haven't even heard everything. Okay? You haven't even heard everything. Let me get through with saying what had occurred. Now, first of all, the girl was accused of doing some things that I don't want to mention on here. Right? But they were not something that a 14-year-old or 15-year-old does.
Okay, Mac on the blunt. Baby.
Furthermore, we had to take my wife set at the hospital for all day with this young lady. And I'm not going to go into what happened. But she confided into my wife, and she told my wife some things that was unsettling, and it would go with a girl who wears mascara and wear lashes nowadays. Because the girls nowadays are not the girls that they were in the 80s and the 90s. They are not. Once these girls start doing certain things, you don't have a handle on it at all. Right? I believe a child should be a child. I don't believe that a child should act like an adult woman. But if that's what you want to do with your kids, you have every right to do that. Okay? I'm not going to tell you what you can't do in your home. But in my...
And the comments, if Kevin revealed what it was that the child confided in the wife to make them go to the hospital. B, if Kevin didn't say what it was that they confided in the wife to go to the hospital. Duchess. So Duchess, you the only word that heard him say why she went to the hospital? Becky, you too? Duchess and Becky, would y'all like to tell me what he said was the reason that she went to the hospital? Since y'all heard him say it. Becky and Duchess. No? What I heard him say was that because he's answering somebody in the comments. And you said what? I didn't misunderstand the question. I said A in the comments if Kevin revealed why the daughter or why the little girl went to the hospital. B if he didn't. What up, King Swabber? Thank you. Ain't too much to guess. He said a father's biggest fear. Come on now. What? So what is it, Duchess? Because I heard him say it was some unsettling things. That's what I heard him say. I heard him say it was some unsettling things that she confided. I also heard him say something about that could come from somebody who wears a mascara at that age. So we just gonna assume what he's talking about. So what is he talking about, Duchess? Since you put all that together, what are you talking about? What did he reveal? What did he reveal? What's he talking about? Enlighten me. Thank you, Malcolm LeBlanc.
Furthermore,
I'm asking you. Tell me.
we
That's
had
just
to
what's he
take
talking
my
about.
wife set at the hospital for all day with this young lady. And I'm not going to go into what happened, but she confided into my wife and she told my wife some things that was unsettling, and it would go with a girl who wears mascara and wear lashes nowadays, because the girls nowadays are not the girls that they were in the 80s and the 90s. They are not. Once these girls start doing certain things, you don't have a handle on it at all. Right? I believe a child should be a child. I don't believe that a child should act like an adult woman. But if that's what you want to do with your kids, you have every right to do that. Okay? I'm not going to tell you what you can't do in your home. But in my home, that's not something that we do. My girl.
All right. So I want y'all to tell me what y'all feel like. No. I want y'all to tell me what y'all feel like that he's talking about. I want you to tell me, because somebody just typed, is he saying she's being promiscuous or hoeing, touched or what? So y'all got that, all that from that. What's up, Green? Hello?
I mean, if they're basing on the fact that she's at the hospital for something, then I think that's probably what they're saying. Like, they trying to insinuate something's going on. Like, maybe she, maybe been intimate with somebody and something happened, or maybe somebody gave her an STD or something. But, I mean, I don't know. Because what would lead you to the hospital? Something happened, you got to be sick.
Okay. What's up, Side Eye?
Hey, Nony. Okay, so from my experience from working in the ER, it's either a STD or maybe somebody sexually abused her, or those pretty much the two options. Is why she would be in, and especially be in the ER all day, like he said. Because even if she had a STD, she wouldn't be there all day. They'll run her urine or whatever and pretty much let her go. But I'm thinking if she was in there all day, I don't know. But those are the two things that I would think.
Okay. Hey, Sean. Come on, criminal. Me either, Matt Book. But I just want to hear. I just want to hear these people's opinion. That's the way I'm looking at it. But I just want to hear.
Well, technically, you can be in the ER all day if you had COVID or the flu. I was just in the ER for 5 hours last weekend with my son, and he had the flu. So it's possibly that something could have happened, like they had the flu or COVID or something like that. So don't necessarily means that she got raped or something or she's been touched. In Ohio, waiting rooms are filled
Well,
due
because
to the
you should
fact
go to
of
your
the
primary
flu.
care doctor for the flu or COVID. So
Excuse
that's why the
me,
ER
like
is
I
full. For
said,
people like
like
you
I
that don't
said,
go to your
and I don't have
pediatrician
to
is
if I'm
why the
paying
ER is
money.
full.
If
Go to
I don't
your
have
primary
to, if
care
I'm not
doctor.
paying money, so it doesn't matter if I go to my primary care
Well,
physician
that's
or
why you sit
not.
in the ER. Pretty much.
Oh
Because that
well,
is not an
you're
emergency.
just mad.
No, I'm really not. I'm telling you the truth.
You mad because you just lied
I
up
don't.
here.
I don't. I promise you. Go to your primary care doctor. Take your child
I
to
can
your
do whatever.
pediatrician.
I can do
That's
whatever I
why
want
your
to
ass
do.
sat, and that's exactly why your ass
And,
sat in
and
the
and
ER for
I
five
didn't have
hours.
a problem because I didn't have to work. So what the fuck ever?
Well, you complaining,
Okay, you guys.
bitch,
Okay, okay, okay.
not me.
Okay, you guys. Okay,
That's your ass complaining,
okay.
not me.
Listen, listen. Get down. Get down. That done made me swipe out. Shit.
Can you hear me, Nony?
Uh huh.
I was saying anything from like a miscarriage, pregnancy, STD, it could be any of that. You know what I'm saying? How he was insinuating, like it was something that was came with disappointment. You know what I'm saying? Concern. So that's why I would lead towards because he was talking about adults and kids, how kids are being exposed and all that. If it was flu and all that, I don't think he would be talking like that.
Right. And my thing is this, the words that he said before that, he said unsettling news to my wife. And he said it comes with something with a young girl wearing eyelashes and looking a certain way, right?
Right. I
He
think
did say that, right?
honestly, I think she's pregnant. I mean,
Right.
I
There
could be
you go.
wrong, but I think she's
Mm,
pregnant. I'm just. I mean,
mm-hmm.
just by putting together what he said, with the kids being fast these days and wearing eyelashes and masks,
Yep.
y'all taking it to where a rape and all that. I honestly think that she
Yeah,
might
she
be
may be pregnant
pregnant.
now. You're right.
No, I'm not chewing you down, Duchess, but y'all are leading to like sexual abuse and shit like that. But I'm not saying that you're wrong. I just want to hear y'all's opinion. Now, I don't know why he offered that information up or why he even gave that much because I wouldn't have, because this is what causes confusion because people are wondering. That's going to be one of my questions. Okay, and Kevin, if you listen to me, please don't answer this question because I want to know, like, what this was leading up to, because I'm a little bit confused at it. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. You want okay, so now yeah,
I'm being
we on
fair.
the same
I'm
track
fair.
then.
What up, TV? I keep telling y'all I'm fair. If I recognize something, I'm fair. I just want to hear what y'all have to say. I want to see, because I'm
Right.
listening. That's why I had to go back and listen again. Yes, she.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up, King?
Let me drop now because we're on the same page. I get it now.
Yeah, we definitely on the same page, and I think you're being fair. It was obvious, kind of, from us being women and many being mothers. The concern. My question for you, Noni, is: so he's already kind of set the framework for this. Do you think that he's going to come back, like when people start to say, like, "Why did you tell this about your niece?" He's going to be like, "I never said that," because
No,
he kind of did that with with one of the other situations. I was just wondering.
What other situation did he do that with?
Don't cuss me out. Don't cuss me out,
I
Noni. But you
what
remember
what other
you
situation did he do that
You
with?
remember the chain situation when he first insinuated, and kind of foreshadowed that he had the chain, and then he later came back and said, "Well, I never specifically said it, but a reasonable person would assume that he did have it." Like, even though he never outright said it, most reasonable people made that assumption. So that's all I'm saying. He's going to go back and say, "Well, I never said she was whatever. God forbid happened to this child." He's gonna fall back on that.
I don't recall him coming back and saying that he never said that he had the chain. I
Yeah, he said
recall
I never specifically said that because I recall that part. It was like it was brief because I listened to it in your show actually when you were replaying him. He was like that basically wasn't the point. I never made that said that directly, and this is bigger than that, which is correct. But everybody kind of made the assumption that he had it,
no,
and
he
he showed the photo, right, Cash? Yeah.
right. He showed the photo, but I don't remember him retracting the statement that he had it.
I do, but maybe I misinterpreted because you would have probably been able to dissect it better than I have. But I kind of thought that's what he did. That's why I'm like, he has a habit, in my opinion, of kind of, you know, being a little circular rather than linear.
Do y'all remember what she talking about? Cause as a matter of fact, he showed the picture of the chain. He took and said that if a girl wanted it, she would have to come through him. I don't remember him going back and retracting that statement. Do y'all remember that? Does anybody else remember that? Right. So while you adding fun size, he said that he had the chain. I don't know what y'all talking about when he said he didn't have it. Cuban, Cuban, because I know that's you. Okay, Cuban underneath that she page, my nigga. But go off. Hey, Cuban. Happy Sunday. Do I got the name wrong? When you in the church, she? That ain't you. Do I got the name wrong? Where getting that?
Hey, no, this is my name's Marsha.
Oh, you're
No, I never been in
Marche.
church.
You
Yeah.
and okay, Marche
No, never in the
on
church.
Facebook.
I've been, yeah.
You
Yes,
and
yes, ma'am.
Cuban. You and Cuban sound alike. Marche,
Oh,
hi,
I don't, are you, I
Marche.
don't know who Cuban is. I see Cuban K in the
No,
comments, but I
not
don't know who
her. The
Cuban is.
other Cuban from the church. How you doing, Marche? Long time.
I'm good. Long time. I be listening to you. I don't get a chance to listen to Scammy K like somebody just said in the comments. I thought he said it. If I'm wrong, I stand corrected. I just realized that a lot of people are saying he didn't have it, but he wanted to make them think he had it.
Nah, that's
So,
what a lot of
yeah.
people didn't say. The only person said that was Tommy K. What's up, Miss KK? That
Oh,
person that said that was Tommy K. That man clearly said that he showed the picture and said that he had the chain and to leave Don Shay alone.
I was just gonna say that. That was
Yeah,
that was the whole purpose.
that was
He
the whole
said that.
purpose. Yeah.
Leave Dr. alone. Quit bothering her. That's why. But that's what I was going to say. That's it.
Now, Marche, if you're gonna listen to me, to bring other narratives from other people's lives in here, because I'm gonna make sure you know the right from the wrong. Okay? Been covering Kevin since 1962, and I ain't ever heard Kevin say nothing. Okay? About he took it back. So the fact that you got up here and asked me, do I think he gonna take this back? No. Matter of fact, Marcia, how long have you been watching Kevin or listening to Kevin? Y'all tap the screen, send the bean, y'all. Y'all be
I'll type slow so
hold
you don't think I'm avoiding the question. Um,
on. Uh-huh.
Are you? Oh, you can hear me? Okay. So I'm one of those people that I miss a lot, but I try to come into people like your lives and try to catch up. So I might have missed something with it. So I thought that he had it and didn't have it, but I guess he didn't have it and it was just an assumption. Like, whatever, y'all. Don't crucify me. I know y'all like the comments like to choose up teams. I just didn't know. So my bad.
But you didn't answer my question.
How long have I been following? I just said not long, not long. I haven't been here for the whole time. So like I'll come in and out. I don't watch every day, Bigo, but like maybe once a week I'll catch up on stuff.
So you took it from somebody else live that he was just portraying like he had the chain.
I took it from his YouTube. I saw the YouTube being replayed on your live, and I got the inference that he had the chain. And then later on, it was revealed that he didn't. So, and I'm
Who,
thinking everybody
I'm
knows that.
asking
Yeah.
you, who revealed that he didn't have the chain? What's up, Miss Taken?
Well, nobody revealed that he didn't fully have it, but he never had it, right? Or y'all saying he does have it? Or are we gonna play that
Hey,
pretend like he does have it still?
listen. Okay, you said you see me,
Oh, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry, Big Bigs, at all. I'm just saying. So he does have it. Is that what we saying? We gonna pretend like he got it?
Marche. See, you
Yeah.
keep insinuating you ain't let me speak, which is crazy to me. You said you watched my live where I showed the live where he showed the picture of the chain and he said to leave Don Shay alone, that he has the chain, right?
Yes.
So I'm asking you, where did you get that he doesn't really have the chain, that he was just saying that he had the chain?
I got it off of the fact that it kind of never came up again. So I know that y'all saying that I got it from somebody else, but I don't maybe I don't know where it came from. I just don't know. I just don't believe he got it. Let me just say that. And I'm not about to play the politics. He don't got the chain. He acted like he did. That's it.
So these are your assumptions.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He don't got it.
Arshay, you gotta do better. This ain't Facebook. This Big O. You gotta do better. This ain't these groups that you was in on Facebook. This is Big O. I get that y'all like to create your own narratives and shit, but that shit go crazy. You sat here and you said that somebody else said that he didn't have the chain. Then finally, as I'm questioning you, you said that's your narrative. That man never said he didn't have the chain. I'm trying to figure out, why is the chain important when a man is struggling for his life? That's what I'm trying to figure out. He didn't pretend to have shit. Did Don Shay ever come forward and say that Kevin didn't have the chain? Marche? Fun size? That was way back when. That was when the mother was asking for his stuff. Y'all don't understand why the man even mentioned the chain? Because Regina was asking for his stuff. That's why he said he had it. That's why he showed the motherfucking chain, the picture of the chain, because Regina wanted it. Shay don't even fuck with him. She didn't get. So you telling me that Don Shay don't be over in his YouTube comments? Is that what you trying to tell me? You telling me him and Don Shay don't speak at all, right? Boy, y'all know a lot. Y'all is fucking fried in this motherfucker. Y'all fried. See, one thing you can't do, you can't go to another broadcaster and listen to them, then come over here and try to debate with me when I've listened from the very first time this man came out. This whole structure of when he came out. You can't do that with me. You may be able to do it with other people, but you can't do it with me. What's up, Pumpkin Slides? It's the fact that she got up here and tried to ask if Kevin was going to retract his statements and say that he didn't say something, and putting it with the fact that he said he had the chain, but didn't really have the chain. But when it all boiled down, you don't think he got the chain because he didn't bring it back up. Bring it back up for what? Did Regina bring it back up? No, I don't act like that. Let me troll. No, I don't. Let me troll. All I'm saying is she never heard that from somewhere else, let me troll. You just heard her say that was her assumption. But in the beginning, she said, right? She did say it, let me troll, but y'all getting the timelines fucked up. Right? Let me take y'all back. Tap the screen, because I see I'm gonna have to go back. This shit is bizarre to me. When the chains were first mentioned, and I hope Dope Girls is in the building, Dope Girls was the one who was saying, right? That Dale stole the chains off of the scene from Keith. All right? Does everybody remember that they said Dale stole the motherfucking chains from Keith on the scene and the comments? So that's when Don Shay made that lovely post inside of that group and said, I got all of his chains, all of his stuff. That was months ago. That was when the accident first happened. So then you had Regina come. All I want is Keith's jewelry and his phone. All I want is Keith's jewelry and his phone. All I want is Keith's jewelry and his phone. That's when Kevin came. Kevin said, let me show you something. Here go the picture. I got the chain. That's it. That's all. The end. Anything else? Let's continue. Tap the screen. Boy, y'all some.
If you see my girls, they are young. They are girls. They don't look like they're women when they're girls. And I don't think that's a shout out to a lot of these women that allow their daughters to go out and wear certain things. And I'm not talking about unbelievers. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. But as a God-fearing young lady, you should carry yourself with modesty, right? You should carry yourself with an air of respect. Yes. And my mom, I never said that my mom was wrong for the expectation that she had for the children to be young ladies. I never said that she was wrong.
Nope, never
but
agree with her.
But when you do certain things, you have to be careful, especially when those are not your kids, right? Because I don't believe in that, especially if you don't have a good relationship with my kids. I don't think that you should be putting your hands on kids. That's just what I believe, right? I can discipline my own kids, or their parents can discipline them. You don't have to do that.
And I truly believe that Keith was more lenient with the girls. He was more lenient because he seemed like that type of father where he's more laid back and, you know, more lenient. So I feel like because they went with Kevin, the structure came in, and that's not something that Keith did with them per se. Like if you hear, like Keith always gave them what they wanted, you know what I'm saying? He always bottomed this, bottomed that. So that's what I'm hearing. So I feel like that's where the issue came in at, because they didn't want that that structure. But I will say this. Keith was also a so-called self-proclaimed starter pimp. Bitch, I've got to keep it a buck. He was also a self-starter proclaimed pimp. Okay? That had hoes. All right? If I got to keep it fair, I got to keep it fair all the way around the board. No, I'm not, like y'all laughing, but I'm dead ass. Let me troll. You got to be escorted on my mama, right? Because if you don't like what you listening to, you know there's an exit button, right? You don't have to be here, baby. Thank you, Foxy Brown. If I'm keeping it fair, I got to keep it fair all the way around the board. So we're going to sit here and act like we didn't see the panels. We didn't hear Tati. We didn't know that Tati was working for Keith. Are we going to act like that? Are we going to act like we didn't know that? That's what we doing. We're not keeping it fair. I thought I was biased. Let's continue.
Right. I don't believe in people doing stuff like that. You know, let me discipline my kids. I'll take the responsibility, especially if you're a person that's unhinged and you've been known to be reckless in your approach to certain situations. But I digress. These are just the rules from my home. I don't think it's nothing wrong with it.
Please tap the ladder, y'all.
And I never will. God says that you, a young lady, should dress with modesty, right? She should clothe herself with strength and honor. And it does not look like that. We place too much emphasis on what women look like on the outside, where you cannot focus on the things that are most important, the things that's on the inside, because that's what's going to sustain a relationship with a man, with your family, is the things on the inside. A lot of people cover themselves and clothe themselves with a facade of who they are to mask what's on the inside. These are young teenagers. Okay. And what do you say teenagers are to wear? But respect is respect. If you try to help her out and she don't accept it, fuck it. I can see this shit drowning you out. It's not drowning me out, Jasmine West. It's because I don't get exhausted over kids. Anybody that's under 30, you can't really tell me nothing. I'm 45 years old. It takes someone who is very mature for them to come up and change my mind about something, because a lot of them are inexperienced, and they don't know, they don't understand a lot about life, a lot about themselves. And I'm just not going to sit there and listen to a lot of people, because it just is counterproductive to me. I've already been there. I've already seen a lot of things. I didn't have my first child till I was 31 years old. So, and I still didn't know a lot about myself until I got maybe 40 years old. But I don't think that we giving these young girls a chance when we are allowing them to be teenagers, as Key Goddess says, and let them just do whatever they want to do. It don't have anything to do with whether it's the 90s or the 80s, because in the 80s and the 90s, there were fast girls, right? There were fast girls in the 80s and 90s, and we know how those 80s and 90s fast girls ended up. Nowadays, adults are putting kids in adults' position. Absolutely. And they're too young to engage. These kids are active in everything. Let me repeat this. They are active in a lot of things that I was not active at that age. Hence, we were at the hospital. My wife was set at the hospital, at the emergency room all day. I dare not go into the things that we became privy to. Right? But it was a very difficult thing to deal with. And in fact, it's something that every father wants to protect his daughter from. So I don't want to get in a position where I feel like I can't protect you, because you're not making the necessary precautionary measures to protect yourself as a young lady. One of my daughter said one time, nobody's looking at me. I said, oh yeah? You know that for sure? Yeah, I know that for sure. I said, well,
thank you, Matt.
I want you to come over here and look at the sex offenders list that's just in the area that we in. And I want you to have that same mentality when you walk down the street and your pants is tight and you thinking to yourself, well, nobody's looking at me. Of course they are. Of course they are.
Okay, let's just kind of like embrace this for a minute, right? It could be a number of things. It could be maybe she's pregnant. It could be she has sex and she didn't use protection. And she maybe caught an STD, gonorrhea, chlamydia. You know what I'm saying? It could be something that he's not used to because these are not his children. what people got to put in their mind frame is that the kids were already advanced and the kids were already into things before they even came to live with Kevin. Now, what I hear him doing and saying is that he's protecting himself, because let's not sit here and act like that different things about these girls have not came out from Regina's side, because they have. Okay. And because of how people think and what they say, they'll automatically place the blame on Kevin and his wife. Oh, they was in your care. Oh, and they did this, or they was in your care and this happened to them, and da 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 da. So I don't look at it as him telling a business per se, because he hasn't went into detail. What I look at it as is being a protective measure because of how people think and what they say and how they assume. We don't know what he's talking about. We can assume all day long, right? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, what? Oh, wow, what? 17s. Oh, wow, what? I'm waiting. Can y'all please click the ladder? It's 1 minute left. Right, not nada. Right, Legus. I guess I don't know. Like, I guess I'm puzzled, but y'all can feel how y'all feel. What's up, Storm? Regina never went that far. What? Regina talked about how they stole their daddy car. Regina talked about how she called the police about him. Regina talked about all kinds of shit. What you mean Regina didn't go that far? Talked about weed down to the ass. They smoke weed. She talked about a lot of shit. What is she talking about? I'm confused. Let's continue.
That's right. None, you have to parent kids.
No, what she did say, that was at the hospital cutting her tires, Duchess. She said it was at the hospital cutting their tires. Let's continue. I digress.
Is according to what they do and display, which means if they're already acting too grown, you have to be more strict to nip it in the bud early on. I do agree, but when it comes to strict, what is strict? Because strict to me, maybe I'm not going to allow you to have a cell phone. My daughters, I don't allow them on social media at all. I got a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old. They're not allowed to be on social media. I don't allow them to be on Facebook, on Twitter, on Snapchat, on none of that stuff. I don't think that they're old enough, and the influx of information doesn't give the parents the ability to catch up sometime with the information that they have. I believe that kids ought to get their information solely from their parents. If it's something that they want to talk about regarding sex, they just sent something with trying to get my daughter to get permission to talk about sex. I'm not in agreement with it. So I'm not signing it.
Hey, Jesse.
I believe that that's something that parents ought to be able to talk to their kids about. And I definitely don't want.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, strict.
Thank you. This is what I want y'all to do, right? Thank you, Squidward. This is what I want y'all to do. The purpose of me not only listening to this is to break it down to my best ability, and also to listen to see if there's questions that need to be asked in the interview. If you have any questions, I need you to inbox them to me or send them to my email, all right? If it's something that's rubbing you the wrong way about what Kevin's doing or saying, write your questions down and send them to me so I can ask them in an interview. Now, I don't have any clue, right, why he chose to address this like this, but it's not like we have not already heard the behaviors of the children. We've heard it from Nunu. We've heard it from Regina. We've heard it from, who else says something about them girls' behavior? Somebody else says something about them, right? So we've already heard about the girls' behaviors, right? This is detailed and confidential. Duchess, can you please come up and tell me how this is detailed and confidential when we still don't know what the fuck he talking about? He said this comes from wearing eyelashes and mascara. They could have got an eye infection, bitch. I don't know why the fuck they was in the ER. Where's the details? Goddamn eyelash could have went in their eyes and had an eye infection. I don't fucking know. Where is the details, Duchess? He started the story off by saying she confided in my wife. What the fuck? But did he say what she confided? Hey, El Reno. Did he say what it was that she confided into the wife? Something a dad wants to protect their daughter from. Okay, what would that be, Lola? Hey, I'm already here. What let's name some things that a father would want to protect their child from. Let's name some things. What are some of the things that a father would want to protect their child from? Pregnancy, having a baby, pregnancy, grown men, STDs, boys. I'm not trolling. Get infected. Pregnancy. I'm not trolling. Trolling for what, Duchess? Drugs. Sick on men. Domestic violence. Getting R-worded. Assaults. Street life. Physical abuse. Being hurt. The world. All right. Let's continue.
Objective and is at the parent's discretion, and you know what your child requires. Absolutely. So strict could be restricting them from having a cell phone.
Looking grown.
Strict can be you gotta be in at 8:30. Strict is you can't spend the night over anybody's house when I don't have no number to the parent or I don't know who's at that home. That could be strict. See what I'm saying? Like, it is subjective. But I think it's reasonable because the first thing that people do or say when hold on. The first thing that people say, oh shit. Hold on. First thing that people say, give me 1 second.
Okay, I'm gonna do something real quick. If you feel like Kevin was wrong for this display, this live, I want you to put an A in the comments. If you feel like Kevin wasn't wrong, put a B. If you feel like he was wrong, put an A. If you feel like it wasn't wrong, put a B. Okay, we got a lot of mixed feelings in here. He was wrong for the hospital statement. So the only part you feel like he was wrong was he was wrong for the hospital statement. Saying that him and his wife, or that his wife was at the hospital all day long. Hey, Macaroni. That's what y'all feel like he's wrong for. I just want to make it make sense. I'm just trying to make it make sense. Y'all feel like he's wrong because he said that she confided, right, in the wife. And it comes along with girls who wear eyelashes and something that a father wants to protect his daughter from, because that's exactly what he said. and y'all feel like he's wrong. So let me ask y'all a question. Do you feel like that he's wrong because of people like yourselves, the ones that are saying A, are drawing their own conclusion and he left room for that? Is that why y'all feel like he's wrong? Because people are speculating as to what it is that she went to the hospital for. My question is, who has custody of these kids? Rondella. How you doing, Rondella? Long time no see. The fact that he's speaking on his brother's children is a problem. Yes, because logic tells us it was not good reason to be at the hospital. Well, it's never a good reason to be at the hospital. Fuck, I can go right now for my back pain, bitch. Like, the fuck? I don't know. But I'm gonna let y'all have y'all opinions. No shade. No, I don't think, for me, I'm in the middle now. I don't know the outcome of this convo, so I can't say for. Let's continue.
The first thing that people say when your kid do something is, where's your parents at? Where's your parents? If you do something as a kid nowadays, a teenager, first thing they gonna ask you, where are your parents at? That's right. I do agree with this. Let me put this up here. My niece is 12 and she can't get on social media either. She got caught chewing weed with chewing gum. Shake my head. Her mom is strict. Wow.
I put my right hand to God, right? I was in, and I don't even remember who live this was, but somebody was making this statement that somebody said in the comments as a statement to go along with Kevin and these girls. This is clearly a comment that somebody made in the comments. This had nothing to do with Keith's kids or Kevin kids. And somebody actually took that statement and made it to be their statement. That's crazy to me.
Yes. Damn.
Hey, mommy.
Okay. So yeah. To make a long story short, she decided that she wanted to leave because she couldn't go over her friend's house. Now, mind you, she just got back home from the hospital. We got some news that was unbecoming, and I talked to her that night. I sat her down. I said, listen, you need to give yourself some time to really pump the brakes and really assess the things that you need to do to get in accordance with doing what you need to do for yourself. Your friends can take care of themselves. They'll always be there. But with what you're dealing with right now, you need to pump the brakes. Now, this was the night before. When I got up this morning and went to work, and my wife called me and she told me the news that what had happened with the young lady, I said, let her have what she wants. If she don't want to listen, let her go. We know the rules. We understand them. There shouldn't be no reason why we going back and forth. We talked to her mother. I talked to her while I was at work. I literally had to talk to her. Hey, what's going on? Yada, yada, yada. Listen, this is not what we agreed to, right? If you would have told me at that time that you couldn't do these things, then no harm, no foul. We're still going to support you, but we can't have these things going on in the home. You know, can't have it going on. So she decided what she decided, and we acted accordingly. Of course, this is the Shabbat, so this is a high day for the Jews. A lot of people who are familiar with Hebrew Israelites, they know that they serve on the Shabbat. So at 6 p.m. on Friday to 6 p.m. Saturday, we rest. We enter into God's rest, and we spend most of our time observing the teachings of the Most High God and corresponding about certain things about God, reading verses and chapters, and then we have something and we'll talk about I'll teach a lesson with all the kids, and they give us feedback, and that's what we do on the Shabbat. So it didn't go well, and although it didn't go well, I still said that I can make sure certain things get done. I talked to their mother. The mother was very appreciative. She knows exactly what I've done, but she has been discouraged in dealing with them. And I said, well, I don't think they hard to deal with. I just think that there's some constraints on me that put me in a bad situation when it comes to kids that's not mine. First of all, I don't have no legal authority over them. So when they say that they want to do something and they don't want to listen to what I say, then what can I do if they not my kids? You know what I'm saying? And you saying you need my help. And, in the absence of their dad, I can only do certain things. And she really understood it. She kind of told me in so many ways, but like I said, I don't listen to what other people say about other people, especially when this is a situation that involves my brother. So with that going on, I'm at work while all this stuff is going on that I'm talking about.
Hey, Pooh, happy Sunday.
And I'm upset because I didn't say a lot of things that was said to my wife. And we've been going out of our way. When I tell you, when I catch hell on this thing from people, and, I can handle it. But a lot of people that I live with, they don't like it because they know the value of the father that I am, the value of the person that I am. And they know my relationship with my brother like a lot of people don't that's out here. And they know exactly what I do, because even my wife says sometimes, like, man, you really go far for this. And I'm not even a person that, like I said, I'm not even a person that be on social media. I value my private life and I really went on a far stretch to come out here and talk and engage with people that I don't know in a very unscrupulous, very taxing environment, very invasive environment. And one that I've never seen black people. I lived in all the projects in Toledo. So I'm used to the ghetto, but I moved out for a reason. And when I got into that situation, it was just like living. And it's not all bad in the ghetto. You know, it's days when you barbecue, you have fun, you playing football in the streets, you doing, you know, you having fun, you listening to music. But then sometimes when niggas shooting, sometimes niggas fighting, and I just, I'm 45 years old, so I phased out of that environment. So now I'm put back into this situation through this in so many ways. And I'm not saying that these people is ghetto, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying that the things that's a norm in that environment is something that I walked away from when I was young, and I vowed that I wouldn't want to raise my kids in that environment. So I don't want to get acclimated to that system of thinking. And therefore, there's a reason why I stood away from, I'm familiar with it, and I understand what's going on, and I understand that people making their money is, this is a character or something, but that's something that you couldn't pay me to get in that stuff. You couldn't pay me.
So let me ask a question, right? Because Cash, I see you saying that he was defending himself against other hosts, but this is the live that I got so many emails and messages about. There is a live after this, but this is the live that he did, and people were speaking on it, and people were bringing up their own narratives about what he was saying, and, you know, pretty much saying that he was wrong for putting out the information of the girls. This live right here. Now, there is a live after this, which I haven't heard, haven't listened to. What's up, Harley Quinn? I'm just wondering, like, in my mind, and, you know, I'm sitting up here writing down questions because I want to know. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But you're talking about the live after this one. They were listening to this one, and then you're saying he came back after, right? What up, my ass? Right? He basically saying the same stuff. In the second video? Is that what you're saying? In the second video that he did? Okay, so 17, I'm watching you and Duchess go back and forth, back and forth. Can I ask you and Duchess something? Do y'all go over there and ask Kevin questions when he's live? Thank you for the questions. I definitely will ask them. Thank you for emailing me those. I just seen them come down. Do y'all go over in Kevin's live and ask him questions when he's live? So you're saying that he shut down the Cash App out of spite. 17, that's what you just typed to Duchess? What up, Layla? Yeah, but I'm saying, is that what you assumed, that he did it out of spite for the girl, like because he was mad at the girls? I ain't tripping off of Duchess correcting you. I'm tripping off of what you said. So you didn't go onto his page and look at what he said about the reason why he was considering shutting it down was because Regina was trying to effortlessly try to reach out to her grandkids and help her grandkids, meaning that
Hey yo, if you enjoy this content, please support the channel at and oh yeah, don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms, especially Rumble, because I can put content on there that I can't put on YouTube. So please support that. I will put my beacon link in the description box. That way you can follow me on all social media, Discord, Facebook, Twitter, wherever. You can follow me wherever. Please support the movement. CV Killer forever.